Hello. How is everybody on a Tuesday? Good evening. Good evening. I have to go back because Dangus requested the Maiden Astraya theme, and the two Demon Souls songs I have downloaded are the Character Creation theme extended and the Maiden Astraya theme. So I put that on right quick like. Let me just find my chat, please. Okie dokie. Hello, Dangus. Hello, A6 Habibi. Hello, Pixel. Hello, Shoals. How is everybody today? Is everybody finding success in their professional lives? Hopefully. You guys gotta let me know how loud this is compared to me. It seems really loud. I'm gonna turn it down for starters. Might even do more than that, holy crap. I know this music is just really loud, but still, I don't think it gets much quieter. I'm still a bit sick, by the way. Is there a game that is shortened as AD? AD? Is there a joke? What's the joke, Pontus? Hello, Pontus, by the way. So if they made an HD remake of it, it would be called ADHD. And that's funny. I like that. AD. I guess we'll find out right now. Video game with AD as its acronym. Zero AD is a free open source historical real-time strategy game of ancient warfare. A D&D refers to Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Is there really no AD game? Nothing, ever. Weird. No, I'm trying to fucking use Microsoft's APIs to log in and it sucks and I want to end my life in Minecraft. Sounds a bit networking-y, in which case, I'm so uninterested. I hate networking so much. To hell with it. None of my life would exist without it, but I still hate it and I don't want to deal with it myself. I don't know about that, but I'm playing Alan Wake 1 or 2. I really want to play Alan Wake 2. But I know everybody kind of wants to skip Alan Wake 1 at this point. I don't know how it is on PC. I played it on 360. But, I hear a lot of people just say to skip it. I still think it's cozy. I don't think it's a fantastic, like, best game ever, but it's just such a cozy game, I think. Not super loud, but definitely overpowering you. Not super loud, but overpowering me? How is that? This is like the third time I see a Habibi in these streams. What's going on? You see a Habibi? We're all Habibis here. And we take Habibis on the hour, every hour. Not on the hour, but every hour of stream. The heck? If they ever remaster the year after Jesus died in HD, it would be called 0 AD HD. Also, Hedge. Hedge low, Swedes. This is a fourth Habibi. So true. 2. It is networking... excuse me, and authentication in Microsoft. like not ear blasting. IDK Jerry said it has a shitty gameplay if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's I don't know if I'd call it clunky. It's just very like basic gameplay. And I tend to... Is there difficulty in this game? Dragon Quest 1! Well, I was hoping we could select difficulty so I could talk about difficulty. I generally do harder difficulties in games because I feel like unless it like really modifies the game, like adds kind of unique mechanics that could sell me more or less on hard mode, but to me harder difficulties means, you know, the game's more punishing, so you have to interact with more of the game to succeed. So to me, I see that as if I play hard mode, I'm experiencing more of the game, or I'm sort of like forced to experience more of the game, which I enjoy. And Alan Wake 1, the hardest difficulty is absolutely atrocious. So I played through the base game on the like normal difficulty or whatever, and that was fine. Again, gameplay is really boring, really simple, really basic. It's just the story and the environment, what's going on is kind of cozy. But then I tried playing one of the 2 DLCs I think there are, and it's like, my least favorite part of the game was the combat, and the first DLC that I started playing was like, you have to play it on the hardest difficulty, and it's very combat focused. So I kind of fell off of it. This is good. I hope that's when I lowered it to 23 decibels and not when it was at negative 20 decibels. Now it might be too quiet for you guys, I don't know. See, I added new filters. So how I looked on OBS, I was kind of told if you ever go in this red region, that's like what you're trying to avoid. So I'm still going into red with this new filter on my mic. I don't know if it sounds bad or not. I basically just want to avoid, like... I mean, I guess peaking. I had this limiter on, but if I got above the volume threshold, it would just kind of like flatten out my volume, and it sounded very not good to me. It sounded very fake, because it was. So I'm trying this new filter, which is... I think it's just a compressor, but the compressor goes into red. So I don't know if I want to lower the threshold on the compressor or not. But I'm hoping it also does make me sound a bit louder, but also like more quality louder, not just like boosting. But I noticed when I listen back to games, they're way louder to me than they are on stream. So... sometimes I think I have to have the game louder than I think to have it, like, be comfortable with listening experience. Oh, is he yappy today? Explain the lore 6. Play ER? Is that, are you saying, like, play and then you're just doing an or are you actually saying, like, play? I don't know what you're saying. The lore is, me and Wes say it to each other and stole it from a streamer we enjoy watching, but it also has a meaning. The lore is Habibi went to Habib, and then they had the third Habibi by mistake. I'm sorry, I just hit my mic, and I jangled my springs. You guys ever jangle your springs? For those of you who care, I'm still sick today, but basically the first 3 days of my sickness, I've only been really, like, stuffed up. My sinuses are just blocked to the point where I can't blow any boogers out of my nose for 4 days. And for the first 3 days, because my sinuses were blocked, my right eye was just, like, crying profusely all the time. And my eye became really dried out. And then yesterday, they were like, you know what? Your right eye's been crying a lot. Let's go to your left eye. And now my left eye is dried out yesterday. But then today, I am still getting a little bit teary, but it's not constant. So I think this is improvement, and I'm a bit excited. The gameplay in 1 is very samey. IDK, what that's supposed to mean. The gameplay in Alan Wake 1? Yes. It seems like, It feels double A, is how I would describe it, like a double A game. To me, that just means, like, it's, I don't know, the focus there is not on, like, having the most innovative, interesting gameplay and mechanics and stuff. It's somewhere else, like, they wanted to tell a story, probably, or something like that, you know? And Alan Wake is very much that. My thing is, I would recommend it, but I didn't play it on Steam, which is probably how everybody would play it nowadays. And I think it's on Steam. Because I feel like they removed it from sale and potentially put up like a new version, maybe? But yeah, I don't know how the PC version goes. But yes, very not super interesting gameplay. Honestly, I think if they removed the combat from the game, I don't know if I would enjoy it more, but I would say if they redid the game and really reworked the combat, either just did something way different or just toned down all the combat and designed the game around that, I think I would enjoy that more. But there's just a lot of combat and I don't really think it's valuable. Okie dokie. Let's try and catch up. I'm excited to play RFC tomorrow with the gang, with Shoals Healing. I'm excited, I just want to play WoW constantly. You know, I'm getting that. I'm definitely getting that. I think I wasn't bothered either way. Just questing. But then running a softcore dungeon, it's kind of like rekindled a lot for me. And I want to play more and not have the fear of like dying and losing all the progress and stuff. It's really nice to just play the normal game after not playing it for like a year or two. So I'm getting pretty excited by the day for more stuff. Real and true. Dark Portal opens on Thursday. I seriously would have considered holding hands through Portal with some friends, buying a boost to do that, but a boost is $60 USD. So, no thanks. Even $30 would be a lot for a boost, but for $30, I would be like, yeah, I think that's kind of worth the experience. But $60, that could go so much further elsewhere. So I'm still alone? I thought Habibi was amongst us all the time. Well, like I said, every hour of stream, there's a free Habibi for 5 minutes. I'm so nervous. Nervous for dungeons? You think I sound really clear? Hell yeah. Can you notice, like, do you even remember what I had sounded like before? I believe would have been on the SMT, so last week's streams, but before WoW. That's the last time I used the limiter, and I've been using the compressor this weekend since last Wednesday. That'll mess up with my Warlock. Yeah, Mike, sounds good. Don't worry, guys. Neither me or West will have any threat building abilities in Norton, so it's gonna be chaos. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to Ret now, so I've only played Ret Paladin on like Legion on retail WoW when that was the expansion, so it's completely different and I have no idea. I'm actually not a fan of Pally so far, gotta say. I don't like the seal system, and my biggest thing on Classic, because I never played Classic, I don't like all of the abilities that are like power up your next attack. So I don't like Heroic Strike, I don't like Raptor Strike on Hunters, I don't like the Paladin stuff. I hate empowering my auto attacks. I want to click an ability and it does something immediately. I want an active ability, you know? as opposed to you click it and then you wait until your next auto attack and then it does something. Baby, I don't know what it means, or if you're trying to make me more nervous or trying to comfort me. Did you try unblocking them? I did. When I blew my nose, like wet came out, but it wasn't like a booger. So this morning, I blew my nose, and I had some boogers, and I was so excited. Because I think that means I'm getting better. Both. It will be chaos, but it also won't really be your fault. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you. Definitely more of story and feeling. For Alan Wake 1, yeah. 1, I think it's on Steam, yes, but Alan Wake 2 is on Epic Games. That's honestly... I mean, it's not the reason I'm not playing it, but it's a pretty large reason I'm not playing it. Epic Games really pisses me off. It's insane that, like, I'm gonna assume... Well, it can't be the most lucrative gaming company in the world because there's a lot of, like, Asian stuff. That's just way more money making, but for the people who make Fortnite to be as rich as they do, and Epic's game store is as bad and behind the times as it is compared to Steam, I just can't get over it. Like, they don't have controller support on games that don't have it built in, which I understand Steam has like a lot of its own support, so maybe people don't have to design their games around that, but it's just crazy. I'm excited over the idea of Blackrock Depths, full clear with quest, etc. Screw those boosts. Oh yeah, that's a full like 10-person dungeon though, right? I've queued for upper and lower Blackrock Depths in live years ago, but I didn't like that experience. I didn't like any of the dungeon queuing experiences in Retail WoW because, in all honesty, I think the dungeons are pretty shit in terms of like design. I don't know what people would want, but I don't like feeling like I have no idea where to go. Like, what does the game want me to do? And luckily, if you queue like a public group, everybody just knows what path to take. But I'm like, how do you know to go this direction, you know? Everything, it's not linear enough for my monkey brain. Screw those boosts, it's insane, wish they didn't exist. Yeah. I really go back and forth because a lot of the... I don't know if it's pay to win, but like boosts and skip mechanics, pay to skip mechanics. People are like, well, you're fucking unemployed 18-year-old kid with all the time in the day to play this game, and I'm you know, 30 to 40 something adult with a job and kids, and I have a life, and I have like 30 to 60 minutes a day to play the game. To me, I would just be like, play the game then and experience an hour of it a day because that's what the game is, or play another game that respects your time a little bit more. Because I don't see how you can enjoy the game too much with a boost. I do know that Jackie purchased a boost for his Warlock, and he's been... Hey, there's Jackie. He's been, doing PvP and stuff, right? So that's been enjoyable for you, but, yeah. I don't know. I think it would be better if all those sorts of services didn't exist, but I don't feel like it's destroying the game. I think the WoW token is what destroyed, like, economy and stuff. But, yeah. It does feel awkward to have stuff like that you can pay for. No, I didn't catch your stream yesterday. Won't I get a bunch of threat with my healing? You will generate threat with healing, but, I feel like we should be able to outdo... One, I don't think you'll be healing so much that you would generate so much threat to be an issue. And then two, anybody doing damage would probably would do more threat than your healing. If I could have made a warrior belf, I would have. Wait till you have to start seal twisting. I'm not gonna. think you should do the nose ring thing, nose rinse thing. Oh, the Eti pot or whatever, neti pot. I did try that. I don't remember when, but I did try that neti pot thing one time in my life, and as expected, it was horrible. You didn't know you had kids? Yeah, I'm 40. I have 2 kids. I have a beautiful wife who, thank God, she's just gone. So I can, you know, finally have a moment of silence and I can hear my thoughts and stuff like that, you know? I don't blame the people buying it. I just hate Blizzard implemented it because it invalidates part of their content. That's the whole thing for me, is I've never liked pruning in content. I've never liked skipping mechanics. To me, a lot of people complained about Dragon's Dogma 2 a couple years ago because Dragon's Dogma 2 had a bunch of like purchase gold, purchase resources, purchase stuff like that, like in gameplay things. And to me, I don't like that those exist and I would never use them, but it feels like a Capcom, you know, executive board of investors telling them that they have to put this in their game for them to like okay it. But for me, like DMC5, there's no reason to buy any of their microtransactions. It's so silly. You just don't need to if you play the game. And to me, I'm just like, this is the game. So if I am unhappy doing these things, if I'm unhappy making gold in a game, if I'm unhappy collecting items, if I'm unhappy leveling, then I don't enjoy the game. I don't enjoy something. And it's very rare for me to be like, for WoW, it would be rare for me to have the mentality of, I don't like the experience from 1 to 60, and I only like the experience at level 60. Which I know everybody talks about endgame and everything all the time, but I'm not huge on endgame in most games. But definitely, if I'm interested in an endgame, there's no way I wasn't interested in what followed it, or what was before it, you know? Anyway, I'm yapping a lot. Let's start. So this is Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD-2D Remake. I'm pretty ignorant on a lot of specific stuff, but growing up, I only knew of Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy as like the big kind of JRPG franchises that existed. So to me, I always saw Dragon Quest as sort of similar to Final Fantasy. It's just a turn-based RPG, and I don't really know any specifics about any of the old games. And these, the HD2 makes look like Octopath Traveler, if you're familiar. So yeah, we're gonna start 1 today. Oh. And why are there language settings? Voice? We're gonna keep it in English, and we're gonna keep it in English. I didn't know there was voice in this game. Dragon Quest 1. Thanks to the heroic efforts of the legendary Erdrick, the Lord of the Underworld was defeated, and peace returned to the land of Alifgard. Yet this peace was not to last, as the diabolical Dragon Lord rose up and unleashed horde upon horde of monsters, World of Warcraft, on the realm once more. Now it falls to you, Erdrick's descendant, to lay the fiend low and rescue the world from its plight. Okay. Women, am I right? That said, I do respect women. Create a new adventure log, okay. Slot 2, please. Please decide upon a name. Should we do West? Should we do Wezu? Or should we do Wets? I think Wetsu. I don't know. Just Wets? I think we have to keep it to 4. So if you guys are okay with wets, then I'm okay with wets. Are you happy to proceed with the name Wets or Wetsma? Okay, Wets, Wetsma, or Westma? I think I would prefer you like Wetsma. My lips are so freaking chapped. I've been a mouth breather for like 4 days. What's my pants? What's is funny? We're here to be serious. We're gonna have a serious playthrough. 4 days? Good joke. I'm doing wets. What language do you want the characters to speak in? English. Do you want to display the location of your current objective on the map? I think so. Please select a difficulty mode. Draki Quest, Dragon Quest, Draconian Quest. Something that I also liked from the same person that I stole Habibi from, that me and Shoals like, he also says, whenever he starts a game, whatever the game has selected as the difficulty, he will choose that. So if he was playing this, he would choose Dragon Quest because that's what it defaulted on. And yeah, that's might not be what I do. For those who want to breeze through battles and savor the story, switch to this difficulty if you find the goings got too tough. For those who want a fair challenge, if you're not sure what difficulty's for you, give this a try. For those who want real challenge, you face stronger foes, and earn fewer experience points and gold coins to boot. Let's do it. You're a Draki Quest type of guy. I don't know where they came up with the names for this. I think Draki is actually the name of a monster. I don't think Draconian's the name of a monster, but I guess Draconian could seem more difficult. Are you happy to start your adventure with these settings? You can change them anytime during your adventure. Yes. Okay, auto-saving. Do you guys know about auto-saving? It's a fairly new feature. Let me just move this stuff. You thought it sounded like Jackie. I mean, it's probably similar to Jackie, ain't it? Is there like cutscenes? What is going on? Basically, Dragon...
Hero, can you hear me?
That sounds like Jennifer. No, it's not.
Threatens this world. Left unchecked, it will swallow it entirely. It may already be too late. Nevertheless, perhaps you, Scion of Erdrick, might prevail. Please, you must make for Tantacher. You must do all that you can.
Tantagel.
The fate of the world rests with you.
So this is the HD-2D graphics. Oh, it's a cutscene still. Is there auto continue? Is this turn-based? Yes. I want a moment to talk about what I understand. Wait, this is so cute. I think so as well. Look at all them slimes. The thing that kind of... It's not necessarily puts me off from Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior games. I should actually pay attention, sorry. No, let me fight. Thou art here to aid us. I like the music. There's no reason they couldn't have just made that a little battle. Intro battle. In that debt, stranger, hadst thou not come to our aid, we might well have perished. Do I? Indeed, to best a whole host of monsters single-handedly is the work of no ordinary warrior. Gwaelin's Guard. If I might ask, what bringeth thee to the forest alone, stranger? Journeyest thou somewhere? That was a bit silly. That was his hand. Zounds? What the fuck is that? Thou art of the line of mighty Erdrick. Erdrick is not a very, like, strong name to me. Hero of legend, hence thy prowess with a blade. What was the guy's name in Freerun? The old hero in Freerun's original party? Oops, I didn't read that. Something about Santa Joe. Nonsense, such talk is stuff of fairy tales. Hold thy tongue, thou addressest our deliverer. Shit, I'm watching it right now. I should know that. You should know that. Himmel, yes. Unbelievable, Jackie. Himmel. Till west is 40, yes, sir. That was really late, though, Pixel. Stranger, we are guardsmen of the king of that very realm. Okay, so while they're talking, the original Dragon Quests are like very small, very old I was gonna say like small pixel games. They're not small games, they're like big games, but they're pixely. They look like the old Final Fantasy. They were on like the original Nintendo system, Nintendo Entertainment System, Famicom, and it was to me, it was like Final Fantasy, but the monsters were very different, and I kind of liked in Final Fantasy, both your characters and enemies would be on the same screen, even though it was turn-based. Like Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy are both turn-based combat, but Final Fantasy would show your character and the monster, whereas Dragon Quest I don't think showed your characters in battles. It just showed like the monsters and you were like looking straight at them. I never liked that. I think this game is different because of the remake, but I'm excited to see how combat looks. Manny, you like the color? Oh, I see on stream chat he's purple, but I still see the like BTTV thing. That is BTTV, right? Paint North Star. I don't know what extension it's from. Welcome in, welcome in. Ah, Dragon Warrior, now we're gaming. You a fan of Dragon Warrior? Ow. Actually, it's Dragon Quest. So, fun fact, got a vibe code, good luck things. I believe when Dragon Quest was ever localized to the West, it was called Dragon Warrior. And so this, I don't even know if one was available in the West, but I had Dragon Warrior 3 on Game of Color. I still have it, actually. But it was actually called Dragon Quest, and when they did the remakes, they just kept it as Dragon Quest. So I guess it's easier to understand. They came out with Dragon Quest 3 Remake, I think last year or the year before, and I think they just launched, or they're about to come out with Dragon Quest 7 Remake? So hopefully I can get invested in this franchise. Allow us to escort thee hence, 'tis the very least we can do. Behold, yonder lieth fair Tantagel. Yonder! And beyond it that accursed isle, upon which standeth the dwelling place of that foul demon, who did appear as if from nowhere to lead the fiends against us. So is Tantagel to the left? This is like a freaking Gondor and Mordor ass landscape. Why the bad guys right next door to the good guys? Glad they got rid of the ye olde English? You're glad they got rid of it? What do you mean? The Dragon Lord. I don't actually know, like, the story of Dragon Quest at all. Like, is the dragon always the big bad? Dragon Warrior 7 on PS1, they spoke like, oh, interesting. Look at it, there's a kitty. Kitty? Sorry. Tantagel. Tanteagle. We should go ahead and inform the king of thy coming. His esteemed majesty, Lorik the 16th, will surely grant an audience to one such as thee. Truly, Captain, we have only this man's word that he's indeed a scion of the legendary hero. The veracity of that claim is neither here nor there. That we were delivered from marauding fiends by his courage and strength of arms is enough. Tantagel, nay, our entire world hath need of such warriors as he. He hath I thou. Also, to mention Dragon's Dogma again, I've only played Dragon's Dogma 1, and it's like they speak in modern ways, but you just swap out words with like old sounding words. So I love the game to death, but it's kind of like the dialogue of Dragon's Dogma 1 is janky, but to me it's like cozy and wholesome. And I think a lot of people find it cringe though. But forgive me, stranger, I have not yet asked of thee thy name. To whom shall I inform his majesty that we owe our life? Wets! My name is Wets. Are you not going to repeat it? Your majesty, we've been saved by the brave warrior Wets. I think I'm going to go on a break before I do anything in the game.
Well met, traveler.
What the hell?
It seemeth thou art a warrior of great skill. We have long awaited the coming of one such as thee. The captain did relate to me the tale of how thou didst best a whole horde of fiends single-handedly, and did thereby deliver he and his comrades from peril. And not only this, but thou art of the bloodline of mighty Erdrick. Is this true?
Then thou knowest, of course, the legend of thine ancestors' deeds.
No.
Truly? 'Tis a story so widely known that I had imagined not a single soul in our world to be ignorant of it.
I'm ignorant of it.
Fear not, friend. This is no attempt to catch thee in a lie. As all here are no doubt aware, in days of yore thy revered ancestor did receive of the almighty goddess the sphere of light, and by its power was our world rid of the monstrous menace that beset it. Yet the tales make no mention of any of the heroes' bloodline having survived to the present day. Thou truly believest it to be so? That thou art of the line of Erdrick?
Yeah.
Praise be! These are glad tidings indeed. But possessest thou proof, perhaps, of this claim? Or are we to believe it based solely on a voice heard in a dream? Thou plainly wearest thy heart on thy sleeve, young man. 'Tis an endearing trait indeed.
Can I pause?
Mine own line is one intimately entwined with that of the hero of legend. And according to the tales passed down among us, the hero who laid low the lord of the underworld was also guided by a voice heard in dreams.
Majesty, please. It will not do to share the secrets of the royal line so freely.
Calm thyself. Though we lack for proof, I would place my faith in this youngster nonetheless.
Youngster.
Better that than lose all hope for the salvation of our benighted realm.
Yes, Majesty.
The hell does benighted mean?
Now, young hero, thou too wouldst know the truth of thy bloodline, wouldst thou not? Then hie thee to the cave that doth bear thine ancestors' title, and to the Shrine of Rain.
Shrine of Rain.
Return to me with what thou findest there. This shall be thy reward for aiding my guardsmen. Go forth, brave hero, and may the goddess guide thee.
What's receives 120 gold and some useful items and puts them in his bags. Okay. Am I moving yet? Okay, I don't like that they do stuff like this. At any time during a conversation immediately after it's ended, you can commit what you heard to memory by pressing. What? Did you lie? Was that just a lie? Wait, you have to press it? Why do you... Is there like a limit to what you can commit? 1 out of 30, that's... Interesting, so it's just the whole conversation. I'm gonna take a break about 10 minutes early, and we'll just continue taking breaks, on the hour afterwards. But I'm just gonna go check up on stuff real quick, and retake this early break. The music is good, yeah, you know what, I'll leave the music on then. For break time, Habibi. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Hello. You guys are vibing with music. I'm actually, honestly, I was put off by the music of Dragon Quest. It's a huge franchise, so there's all sorts of games, and I was interested, obviously, in the... I was gonna say Omega Force. I don't know if it's actually Omega Force. I think it is, but it's Dragon Quest Warriors. It's basically a Dynasty Warriors style game, but with Dragon Quest. I really did not like the music, and it to me it always felt like they made music in the first Dragon Quest and then just did that exact same music in every single game, and it bothered me for a long time. And then people really liked the MIDI soundtracks, and I hated them. So I was kind of dreading, like, getting into Dragon Quest because everybody loved the music and I really didn't. But I'm actually liking this music so far. Dragon Quest Warriors, yeah, exactly. Hello, James. Meow meow. Anyway, I'm back. We shall stop the charade and get right back into things. Damn, look at him zooming. Cool, D-pad and analog control. When thou hast acquired sufficient funds, thou wouldst be well advised to purchase weapons and armor. Better weapons and armor. Thus armed, thou might contend with more powerful foes, and through besting them grow still stronger. So we're going to the... oh god. We're going to learn more about Erdrick and the strange voice. What is the strange voice? Wait, am I doing this because I said I didn't know about Erdrick? I kind of thought they were just like, do you want us to give you exposition, yes or no? And I was like, you know what, yes. But now they're like, you know what, go figure out the exposition on your own. What is your name? Chancellor of Tantagel. Far be it from me to question his majesty's wisdom, excuse me, in grasping the thread of hope, however slender, when it presenteth itself. Pray doeth he as asked. I'm gonna stop reading these. Erdrick's Hollow and Shrine of Rain both. Okay. Lady. Do you have more? Oh, no hero should ever deem himself too busy to engage in idle conversation. Okay. I feel like if you're gonna say something like that, you should have something that's not useless. Whereas he's just like, talking to people is not useless. But you could have figured that out by telling me something useful, but he didn't. Find establishments offering goods that shall sorely serve thee well upon the battlefield. Array thyself with weapons and armor. Oh my goodness. Inns to heal. I'm ready for that. So this is... that is leaving. I want to go downstairs though. Back in. What's in the basement? Nope. Fine king indeed. Okay, so he's a nice king. In the days of yore, lo, the fair city of Tantagel was a veritable fairground, wherein the merrymakers of the world did play. And yet now we are beset on all sides by foul fiends. Okay. The good old days, am I right? They don't make them like they used to. If thou questeth in caves... Okay, listen. Guys, adding ETH, adding that onto words doesn't make them Old English words, okay? I don't think they did that. I mean, they did do that a bit, right? But not to just random words. Throng? It is in places where the darkness doth penetrate most deeply that the fiends do throng thickest. What if evereth do you meaneth? This is a bit random, but for some reason I thought of Dragon Age in the intro of this game. And, I think that game is really, like, I mean, maybe clunky, but it's just kind of like an awkward game gameplay-wise, in my opinion. But I love the story and the setting and everything else going on in Dragon Age Origins. I mean, it's EA, so you can't really hope for anything at this point, but it'd be really cool to see, like, a remake of Dragon Age Origins. Oh, I probably could have just talked to you on the other side of this. When dark doth spread across the land, light shall return by Erdrick's hand. Is this how we're learning? O almighty goddess, may thy light shine upon brave Wetz's quest. That's not how you do the S with my name. Oh shit. Did he heal me? Huge. I think it's the verb conjugation for thou. Thoueth. Tantagel Guard. Oh, Princess Gwaelin. So there was a Captain, Gwaelin's Guard, and then a Royal Guard are the people that we found. A hot tub. Oh, West examines the ground at his feet. Look at that, a pair of boxer shorts! It's one of those games? Oh my god. I hated back in the day clicking A on everything, like interacting with everything. Because there would just be, like, these pots. You could come up and press, oh. It's a chimera wing? What the fuck? Alright. I don't know if it popped up to examine that wet sheet. Maybe it did. I'm thinking it did. So I am just gonna walk around and examine everything. That's crazy that everything is giving me items. Or maybe they just make it up as they go. Do you think he plans this all out, or he just makes everything up as he goes along? Biddeth thee welcome. The cast. Oh. So is this the entrance? There are two entrances? Now I kind of want to go back upstairs and see where that was taking me. A lady? Do you have a name or are you just woman? Oh, you're literally woman. Oh, we're after the princess. We're looking for the princess. We must not surrender to this. Prithee, forget all that I said. Henceforth, hope and hope along shall guide me. Okay, that was interesting. There's some... Is that a treasury? The door's locked. It's cool that you can see inside. Oh my god, there's a sprint. So here's the walking. Pretty brisk. And then walking even brisker. I ply the trade of the travelling merchant. Lo, countless of our brotherhood are fallen at the hands of roaming beasts of late. Full many friends... What? Full many friends have I lost. Merely to speak of them bringeth tears to mine eyes. Oh dear. Can I search this bucket? I do like the landscape and stuff, but right here, I don't like how this pillar is like blocking stuff out of view. Don't like that. Pot. Look at that, it's a phial of holy water. Is this a child? Didst thou hear the rumors? Yep. Verily, they are shocking, are they not? They speak of a town laid to ruin by marauding monsters. I must confess to being somewhat afraid. That is a very well-spoken boy. Darkly, darkly. Sorry if this is really slow and boring. But then, that's just how I am. Though I would like to get into some combat and stuff, so maybe I should get a jiggle on. So that's more stairs. I'm looking for pots. I'm looking for a pot in finance. There's so many exits to this castle, dude. What is this? The door is locked. Do you have anything to say? No door may be opened without a key, and no door may be opened by simply any key. Differing keys are required to unlock doors of different colors. So this is a red door, and the other door that was locked was a black door. I am, how did I get in here? Okay, let's go up the stairs. I wonder if it's just a second set of stairs to the same level. Like a new room. My mic cord keeps falling. I don't really know how I want to handle this, but oh, this is new. Locked. Not locked. Wait, did I open that or... I'm just gonna walk through it and not press any buttons. Oh, that's cool! It's honestly, it's both very cheap, but also very cool. I think GTA San Andreas was the first game I played where you just walk into a door and it moves open. It's like a physics object. But, I love opening, closing doors. It's a seat of defense. You can't close the doors. That's points off. Can I sleep? No, I always loved in 2D games. I was very upset at games that didn't let you get under covers of beds. And I loved games that did. I think Pokemon was a game that didn't. Maybe they did, but I don't think they did. What have you got to say? An associate of mine did speak of a band of heroes with whom they had a chance encounter. A warrior mage and a priest walk into a bar. And one who fought solely with his fist and foot. All doors should just be cowboy saloon doors. For me, I just like, I call them like pointless interactions. So, I don't know of like other random examples, but like flushing toilets or turning on sinks. Damn, you've just been streaming for an hour and I just saw the notif. Welcome in, Ziggy. No problem, no problem. We're very slow today anyway. We have done not much of anything. It's an oaken club. I'm really liking that everything I'm like examining has a freaking item so far. Okay. What? A leather suit. Hard-wearing apparel made of tanned animal hide. Defense 26. Boxer shorts. Unfortunate underclothes which exude an air of despair. Or maybe that's just sweat. Defense 30. West equips the boxer shorts. Nope, no visual change. That's okay though. Merely to swing one's weapon wildly should not suffice to vanquish fiends that do plague the land. Master spells and other secret techniques. Okay, thanks. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. You can assign items, spells, and abilities you can use often. Easy to access shortcut commands. Okay. Good to know. I'm just clicking buttons as I run along. So this was actually a completely separate wing of the castle. I feeling a bit better today, thank ya. Hi Zig. Boxers go under the Amor. Wait, I'm not wearing both, am I? Yeah, I'm just wearing the one. What is... I wonder if that sign means... This red symbol must be this character. And, I guess the red sign is saying it's equipped to me. Okay, let's see if this is like a garden. Oh my god. Oh, we're at the back of the castle. Would that I might pass all the remaining days of my life alone with my beloved. Yet the knowledge that a monster might rob us of this simple joy at any moment weigheth heavy on my mind. So instead of S, instead of adding S on the words, we replace that with ETH. My lover informeth me that were our world to be destroyed, our love too must surely perish. Wow, that's a fake lover. My love would endure. It would transcend life and worlds. It's a chimera wing. Let's see what that does. Whisks you away to a previously visited settlement or dungeon. Restores at least 30 HP. Bit of gamba. Wards off weaker enemies. A nifty nut. That was my nickname in high school. That permanently increases resilience by a little. I'm always a bit precious about items like that in RPGs. Because I don't know, should I give them all to my main character? Meow. My brother played a Dragon Ball Z game, which is topical because the artist behind Dragon Quest, Akira Toriyama, rest in peace. Is it Toriyama or Toriyama? I played this Game Boy Advance Dragon Ball game. It's called Dragon Ball Z Goku's Legacy 2, I think. And basically, you can play as different characters in this game. And one of the characters is shit. Like, he's well below all of the other characters. And you get all these items that boost your stats. And I think it's designed around you giving all these stat boosting items to the shitty character. But my brother played it. It was my game and I had played it for like a week or so. And I got stuck on some part. And then he played it for like a long time. And he might have beaten the game. But he used all my items on a character that wasn't the shittest character. So like Gohan was like the strongest person in the game and had max stats, and then everybody else was kind of like lacking, and I was like, why did you pick Gohan out of all the characters? Played Boo's Fury all the time on my Game Boy. What kind of game was that? Goku's Legacy was like a sort of action game, but it was basically like as in-depth as Zelda combat. Like the top-down 2D Zeldas. Can no longer count the comrades. Okay, I gotta go. Let's go. Bandits. Nice. Bandits to the north, and led by a most despicable rogue named Reuben Odd. It was like an action Zelda-like game. Yeah, interesting. I wonder if I'll try those out at some point. I believe I still have my Dragon Ball Z game. I'm actually gonna check. Should be on my list. This music is getting it. Where are you? Here. Here you are. No, I don't have... Oh, it's GBA game, isn't it? I do have it. Dragon Ball Z, The Legacy of Goku 2 is the one that I have. So potentially might get Legacy of Goku 1, and I'll look into Boo's Fury. Boo's Furry. Jesus, I was watching some YouTube videos of Boo Furry. Jesus, why can't I read? And that is giga nostalgic. I don't know if I should look it up. I should look up a little bit, but what I do is I literally don't even watch trailers. I just I will watch a trailer until I know I'm interested in a game, and then I'll stop like consuming any sort of media on it. So maybe I do that for Boo's Fury. Okay, are we actually gonna fight? Like an hour and a half into stream? If you fancy going faster, try holding B. I already do. You can choose to toggle running. Would it surprise anyone that generally I like to put on toggle stuff like that? Because so basically right now I have to hold B to run, but if you make it a toggle, you just press B once and it'll start running. And I do that so that I save button presses and help extend the life of my controllers. Oh, back. Helpful settings, secret spots. Choose whether or not to display secret spots. Wait, what? Has anybody played these games, and would they recommend I turn these on or off? Because I feel like you would normally have these off, but I'm wondering if it's like more fun to just have all these things marked so you don't have to look anything up and you don't miss stuff. I'm a toggler as well, but I'm just lazy. I get that. Some things I like to toggle, but in a lot of games I just don't like sprinting because I don't know how to describe this. It's just like, it's almost as if the game's worlds were created around you not running, and then when the worlds got bigger or the games got longer, they were like, okay, when you're in the area, we designed it around you not sprinting, but when you're just like trying to go back and forth, that's what sprinting is for. Excuse me, but I basically never, I don't know, something about me, I don't like sprinting in games. Because it's like I miss stuff. Like for the same reason, or for similar reasons, I don't like using horses in games like Skyrim. Oops, no. Toggle. Kind of curious what Japanese audio sounds like. Follow your heart. I think... Okay, I'm gonna put it on for now and see what it looks like. I do like exploring, but I also kind of like... Like, I like knowing what I have left. I'm not super thrilled about, like, discovering secrets, necessarily. But I like... I don't know. This is a game where I feel like to do 100%, you would, you know, press X. Oh shit, what? No. If thou art truly descended for Erdrick, thou must needs bear proof of thy birthright. Jesus. That's your thoughts on mounts and WoW? No, WoW seems like a game that was very intentionally designed to be massive. So everything is just like huge space, you know? It's more like in Skyrim is also big, but because it's open world, it's just like they place like a bunch of small secret like little details throughout the world. So I wouldn't want to miss stuff like that. I also don't necessarily like fast travel, but again, it's like I don't think any game is really designed without any game that has fast travel is not really designed for you never to interact with it. So Skyrim, it's really cool to not use a lot of those systems in my mind, but after a point, it's kind of way too much of a pain in the ass to not use like fast travel and things like that. But in WoW, it's less like, I don't know, it just seems like bigger in every possible sense, so mounts just make the process a lot faster. But at the end of the day, I enjoy questing and the combat and stuff. I don't think the exploration is a huge thing in WoW at all for me. Most towns are home to several shops. Some sell weapons and armor. Cool. Equip your belongings. Okay. I'm a wandering merchant, hailing originally from fair Galenholm. Nice. Glad to see the pride. The lands twixt here and there are home to monstrous multitudes. Can multitudes be used like that? I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with, like, the writing in this game. This looks like a trident, which makes me think of, like, devil. I like when people say wets. Perfect for beginners. Damn, so this divine dagger is 1 attack stronger, and it's 240 gold. Get out of here. Biddeth thee welcome. Oh, I can leave. I didn't know if that was a wall or not. I saw the scaffolds. The town seems under construction. If you feel a bit lost, press Y to take a look at your map. Okay. A curated collection of useful information. Let's take a look. Sparkly spots. Should you spot any glimmers of light when out exploring, be sure to go in for a closer look. You'll be rewarded. Okie doke. Heal all. Handy heal all. You will use any healing spells at your disposal. Handy heal all will heal your wounds, but without wasting valuable resources. So what does handy heal all do? Will heal your wounds, but without wasting valuable resources. Okay. So if you're like, if you have a healing ability that heals 50 health, and you need to use it twice to be full health, it would heal you once, but if that got you to like 86 HP, it wouldn't use it again. If it would waste HP. Interesting. I think that's what it is, if I'm understanding. It's the destination that matters. I'm definitely going to do the objective marker because that's what I want to do. Okay. Let's press Y. Zoom out, Y. So there's our objective. That's crazy. If this is the entire world map. There's no way it's small, but it kind of makes me feel like it's small. Because we're already like searching this entire top left quadrant. Medals! So do I have a party in this? The game just lagged a bit. There's a thingy. Oh dear. A group of enemies appears. Hey, we're in the battle. That's so cool. She slime. Get him. Okay, so what I was gonna say earlier was something that kind of, I don't know if it takes me out of Dragon Warrior, but I always thought it was a bit weird, was it revolves around these monsters, and quite similar to the Persona games and SMT games and stuff, like a lot of these monsters just appear in the entire series, right? So slimes and stuff like that, they're very reoccurring. The designs are always the same. Every monster in the game all have these eyes. They're always looking at you and they're always like smiling and happy. But then everybody's like, they're monsters though. But I'm like, this doesn't feel monstrous to me. Huge. I just feel like I'm killing happy things. What a nice smile, man. Okay, I'm very confused by this 7TV. Because it says... First of all, it says made by Manny. What the hell? That's cool. But then second of all, it says added by Manny. How is that possible? I should check for my spells and skills. If you sub to 7TV, do you get your own emotes for everywhere? That would be insane. Cattle Prod, a strike that can deal heavy damage to beast family monsters. Cop Out, is this like a shoot ability? Potentially deflects enemy attacks onto an enemy. So is it like you use this and then you sit for a turn? Yes, but they never work. Frog wide in every channel. Do you have to like, is it a setting that people enable? They have to be approved, and I don't know that frog wide would make the cut. That's pretty cool though. If you uploaded that emote and you're just like free to use it. I've seen that before. I guess it would have had to be from you, but I don't remember seeing it from you. 5 experience and 5 gold coins. A set of plain clothes. An oaken club. 18 gold coins. Oh. Seems like the forest is where I find enemies and not in the fields. I'm really liking the graphics so far. In all honesty. I don't know how in depth the like gameplay and stuff gets, because it feels like they're not doing anything too insane with the combat and stuff. So the combat's probably just like 1-to-1 with the original. Just everything looks a bit flashier. I was just thinking that the game looks very good. The slime is defeated. Hi West, are you still poorly? I am poorly, Esco, but I am feeling better today. 1-1. Hey, do we have present? Oh my god, I can't spell it. Everybody, roll call. Please use the present emote in chat so I know you're all here. If you do not use present, you'll be marked as absent. Erdrick's Hollow, up. Wayfarer's Chapel, right. Galen Home, up left. Oh, is that... So potentially these things are like secrets. So let's go investigate this real quick. Slime and a she slime. The she slime looks slightly larger. Also, probably the most experience I have with Dragon Quest, I suppose, just the whole sort of series, is Dragon Quest Monsters on Game Boy Color, or Game Boy. And that was basically like a Pokemon sort of game. That's probably... I mean, I don't think it's unfair to say. But I think it might have been in existence. Like, Dragon Quest Monsters might have existed before Pokemon. That's a lot of HP. I like this. I don't choose my points. They just get distributed automatically. I like that. So is there... What are we doing here? What the fuck? A rat scowl? Oh my god, he didn't die in one hit. Oh my god, he did 8 points of damage. Tactics. Instead of following preset strategy, allow the character to decide what to do each turn. Conserve valuable conjuring power. This is cool. I'm gonna do this just to see what happens. Oh. Fight. Oh no, you do press fight, so he should be playing automatically, right? Am I gonna die though? The rat skull is defeated. I don't have any like healing, do I? I want to look for... Is it this? The world is full of secret little areas just waiting for someone to discover them. These often look a little bit different to their surroundings, so be sure to keep an eye out for them. Stumble upon such a spot and you might find a stash of items or gold coins. Cool. Onesies relieves from his duties. Almost got folded by a rat. Surely a single rat won't fold rest. But it could potentially fold wets. Plan on proposing to my sweetheart. Oh, whatever will she say? 122 gold coins. Hello. Patrolling the lands betwixt Call and Galenholm. Seed of Strength. Long abandoned village over the bridge north and east of here. Explore the mountains further east. From there, you surely stumble across another detachment of our brothers in arms ere long. The Fiend's Wrath. Betwixt a DS2 reference, true. It's some medicinal herbs. Hell yeah. Getting high. Okay, that looks like it's the way out. Or a way out. Put on my running speed. Okay, let's go. I guess it autosaves? I'm scared to click this. It did just show a save icon. Does this save? Progress will be saved in a quick save log and you'll be returned to the title screen. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. 30 HP. I'm gonna risk it. We're not gonna heal. We're saved, so let's just move on. I want to see what this icon is. Can I zoom in? Probably not. Oh, I hide icons and it doesn't go away, so maybe that's nothing. But you guys see that little, like, dot on the map? What the hell is that? I did oh, Jesus! No, I didn't want to fight. No, you bastard! I forgot I had more health than that, so that was actually good for him to use. I'm going to take off the auto attacking though. Follow orders. But it's cool that they have the auto stuff. I wonder if you can get away with doing like automatic tactics and play on the harder difficulty and still succeed. What takes no damage? Hell yeah. There's actually a ton of Dragon Quest games on Switch that I want as well, including a newer Monsters game. I feel like that game didn't exist. Like, they didn't add any more games to that series for a long time. And then a couple years ago, they came out with Monsters for the Switch. So I noticed, I'm pretty sure I have a copper sword, yep. And my sword looks pretty coppery, so I'm holding out hope that, what are they called? Spurgigators? Wait a minute. I'm not choosing who to attack. Prestidigator. Prestigious. Prestidigitator. Prestidigitator. What the hell? So I'm not choosing who I attack right now. Also, I'm gonna die. Unless I kill him. Oh, hell yeah. I'm really liking just the subtle animations. It's really nice. Why can't I use anything? Why am I orange? Yeah, I can't read that name. Prestidigitator. Prestidigitator. Prestidigitator, Jackie. Say it with me. Prestidigitator. Prestidigitator B. Cast Frizz. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even realize the effects. The fireball looked pretty cool. He might kill me right now. I'm not offended by the font, but this is something I'm very nitpicky about. I hate the font, and basically, I think all of the HD versions of the Final Fantasy games, it literally looks like somebody got into PowerPoint and just used like a generic Times New Roman or some ass font. It's so unfitting, it looks horrendous. And I'd say this font is only like slightly above that so far. Get down, Mr. Get down, Mr. Prestidigitator. Yes, Nugget. I agree. Welcome in, by the way. What the? Okay, levels 1 to 2, I gain like 14 HP. Levels 2 to 3, I gain 1? What the hell is that? At least I got a heal. That's pretty cool. So this is what I missed. It's a Chimera Wing and 7 gold coins and a set of Wayfarer's clothes. Is that good? No, it's not. Anything else we're missing? The secrets are kind of crazy. It seems like there's not too many. There's 2. I've discovered a 3rd. There's a 4th. There's a 5th. 6th. 7th. It's not too crazy. 8. Kind of neat. I'm ready for a second character. I'm hoping this kills the slime. Yep. So that both of them aren't attacking me. 6 points of damage. I'm going to tough it out. Don't like crit me or anything. 7 points of damage. You know what? I'm gonna attack him again. Huge. I really like the rat scout. Group of enemies are defeated. Okay. Spells. How do I do this? Is it mist? Yes. Let's do handy. How much does heal? At least 30 HP. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Draki! This is what I was gonna say earlier, Jackie. I knew that Drakis were monsters. I just didn't remember what they were. But I guess they're these bat things. Excuse me. Agility increases slightly. So I will say the next thing is, you can see the sword and shield on my character. If those both change when I get new equipment, that would be amazing. If only the sword, the weapon changes, that would still be pretty darn cool. And if none of them change when I equip new items, that'll be a bit sad. I should try it, because I have a club, but the club is weaker than my sword. Oh. He's making noises this whole time. I just noticed you don't see the animation when you're attacking, which is similar to old Dragon Quest, so maybe that's like homage, but I would rather they just keep me in the shot and make an animation for the character to attack. I think that would have made it look a lot cooler. Kinds of icons pop up next to characters. Okay, so are we about to get poisoned? Is that what this is? You can store all kinds of objects in your seemingly bottomless bags. You won't be able to rummage through the item or equipment bags while in a fight? Wait, really? Oh. That's interesting. Oh, dear Lord. So if I pick up something, does it go in my item bag? That's crazy. Let's put like 2. Is there any point to me not just filling it up? Surely if I pick up something, it goes into one of these. Let me turn off my run. There's people! It was no easy feat to reach it. The hero's grave lieth in the cavern's deepest reaches. Mediocre mage. Let us forget this folly and return homeward. One Piece? The One Piece is real. Woeful warrior. Would-be hero. Gird up thy loins? What the hell? Dengus is in this game? Oh my god. Show? That's your first warning. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Just careful where you gird those loins, buddy. Sorry, I'm just looking at things. Okay, back to the game. How are you doing, show? Thou art a warrior, it seemeth. Seekest thou to the grave of the hero of legend? Yes. Just as I thought. When once again the fiends appear, to hero's tomb retire. Oh my god. Therein the hero's power for thine own self to acquire. Thou wert led here by the old adage. No. The king told me to come here. Rivals? Oh dear. Oh, this has the thing where if you move analog sticks, it makes the dialogue go forward. That's unfortunate, because I like to ADHD during cutscenes and things. You're doing alright, what about you guys? I'm doing swell, show. Feeling a bit better today. Still sick, but feeling a lot better, which is nice. Had a nice morning. Chilling in stream now, and then I'll work a bit later. Yeah, you sound better. Thanks, show. You are definitely on my sounds all the time, so I would trust your take. Doing fine over here, just working. Do you work from home, Nugget? Or are you at work and you're just able to, like, be on Twitch? Enchanted parchments adorned with wisdom that allow the readers to learn new spells and abilities. One can read them only once before they crumble into dust. I never liked the idea of scrolls in fantasy. I think it should be something else. And not runes like in RuneScape. I thought runes in RuneScape were kinda neat, but if you think about what the game lets you do, you can have thousands of runes in your bag at once. You can technically have up to 2 billion. And who's gonna carry around 2 billion runes, you know? What's wrong with scrolls? I just don't like the idea of, like... I like something empowered with a spell. So maybe you create like something that explodes or something, basically like a magical bomb. But I don't like the idea of you read something from a scroll and then it casts a spell. And then the spell like disintegrates. To me that doesn't compute with my brain. Killing Drakkies. Yeah, you got a hybrid schedule, only gotta go 2 days to the office. Hell yeah. Sounds pretty chill. It do indeed. I want my magic to be realistic. You making fun of me, show? I allow you into my house and this is how you treat me? But no, really, I do, I think it's from Brandon Sanderson is how I know about this, so I don't know anything about Brandon Sanderson. I do feel like he's probably a bit way too overhyped, but I haven't read anything of his yet. I'd like to. But I'm pretty sure one of his things is like, you have to, even if you don't tell necessarily, if you don't write it in your book, in your story about how your magic works, when you're writing a story, he would say, make the magic like a thing, like it has to have rules and stuff. It has to have its own, like, I guess, physics or something like that. Look at it. It's a leather shield. And I kind of liked that sort of approach to things. One Why can I interact a chest a second time? Midi-chlorians. Yeah, it's pretty chill. They don't have enough seats for everyone in the building. Interesting. Is that why you guys are hybrid? That's a funny reasoning. Excuse me. I always liked, if anybody is aware of Critical Role at all, I'm not watching it currently, I'd like to, but basically the DM for all of Critical Role is Matt Mercer, and he's amazing, fantastic DM, and he's really, 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 really good at it, probably the best there is. But in this season, Brennan Lee Mulligan is DMing, so I'm really excited to start watching that someday, because I watched him DM a series of Critical Role, but I like Dungeons and Dragons. I would like to play Dungeons and Dragons with friends someday, and I like Dungeons and Dragons games like Baldur's Gate. But something that was really cool was Brennan, as a DM, he describes things in a very like scientific way, and it's just, to me, it really adds to the sort of fantasy, because he's sort of like describing, in the series that I watch, it's like 3 or 4 episodes, I don't remember how long it is, but he describes magical effects kind of scientifically, as opposed to just saying, you know, he casts a fireball and the fireball just exists out of thin air and hits something. The way he describes magic was really, really, really cool, and I've never heard anybody like speak about magic stuff in that sort of sense. So yeah, that's what I would like people to see magic as, like, come from a sort of scientific foundation for their magic systems, I suppose. You've never played D&D? I've technically played like a one-shot small session of D&D for my birthday one year, but I've never played like a campaign or anything. I don't necessarily want to do like a big campaign, but I would, like, with my current like closer friends, I'd be interested in doing like one session. Not necessarily like committing to anything, but I think it could be fun. But to me, it's like a very, there's a lot of things that D&D can give you, and to me, I don't necessarily want like once a week or even maybe once a month of like D&D sessions. To me, it's like, you know, you'd go do some social gathering with your group of friends, however often you would want to do that. That's how I see D&D as. D&D could be fun to try out. Yeah, you should. I'm assuming you've done D&D before, show. This music is interesting. It's kind of intense. How's the map looking? Oh my god, it gives me the full map. Okay, so to the left should be the exit, the way that I came in. So this is... we're gonna get these things. I think these are chests, surely. Hello. Where'd your party go? Am I lost? Surely not. I need only think. Oh, okay. Do you need help? Do you want to come with me? Okay. You think harder, buddy. A ghost! See, look at that. Does that seem spooky to you? It's almost like... I don't know. I will say, the art is very, unique. I don't see a lot of stuff like... I mean, Akira Toriyama's art is, like, super popular at this point, but, I don't really see many people kind of doing things like what he did. So it always... I kind of never truly loved his art, but I really respected it. You got a treasure chest. A phial of holy water! To be honest, playing on a set schedule can sometimes be shit. I would always have days where I'd be like, oh fuck, I gotta play D&D later. I hate that. That's something I would like to avoid. Especially for something that's supposed to be, like, fun. It's a sandstorm scroll. Let's go ahead and give that to Wet. The mysteries of the sandstorm have been combined. Wait, combined? Inscribed. Okay, so we're gonna go get the pink diamond at the bottom left there. It's a divine dagger. Okay, here's a moment of truth. We're gonna put on the divine dagger, slightly stronger, and hopefully it changes what he's holding. It does! That's amazing! Cool. It seems so small, but it really bothers me when you equip items and it doesn't, like, reflect in your character, you know? I've never liked that. Let's, oh, that's cool. I mean, not cool. That's not the right word. I don't know if it's cool. It says there's 2 Drakis that I'm selecting to attack, but what if I wanted to attack a specific one, you know? Seems a bit odd. The bubble slam attacks. You love cosmetic changes? I mean, at the end of the day, it's just more effort, but when I was a kid, I played no games that had cosmetic changes, so it's just... When I started playing games that actually had changes in your appearance, I was like, wait, what? You can do this? You're allowed to do this? One point of damage. Okay, I might actually, like, I don't want the game speed to be fast forward. So we'll see how this works, but the next battle I'm gonna increase the battle speed. I'm hoping, oops, I just hit the mic. I'm hoping it just kind of like cuts down the transition sort of speeds. Because that's all I want is once the slime attacks me, I just want it to, like, attack me and move on, you know? Battle speed, oops. Yeah, let's try ultra fast just to see how crazy it is. Actions which target enemy vulnerabilities. I think I'll hold off on those. Now, what was the other one? Camera? Oh. If anything, I'd want to zoom out more. What was I thinking? Oh, like text display speed. Let's make it ultra fast. Okay. Should have said you were lurking. Enjoy your lurk, Ziggy. I just realized I have a torch out automatically. That's pretty cool. Hello. The dark it frighteneth. So, it just sounds like everybody in this world has lisps, is what it's coming off as. What I would not give to be safely home. Let's open the treasure. It's a dragon scale. What the hell? Where is it? Oh. Did I get a shield, by the way? An amulet wrought of a dragon's steely scale. Oh, I have already a mother shield. Working on schoolwork at the moment. Good luck. Increases defense by 5. Sounds good to me. After this, okay. So it's ultra fast. Yeah, I don't like it. It's making things fast, but it's just increasing this like actual like animations. That's what I don't want. I don't want the animations to be fast forward. I just want no in between time. Let's try fast, but not ultra fast. Also, there's no, like, combat log. I feel like that would be pretty helpful to have in this game. Because you put it on normal, so you can fully read the text that's happening. But if you put it on fast or ultra fast, everything just kind of goes away too quickly. Even on normal, it gets kind of fast sometimes. Anyway, we're at 2 hours, so... Oops. All that you just... What did I commit? God damn it. What did I just commit to memory? Recall. Mediocre mage. Let's forget that. Forget that. Forget that. Is there anything you do like about this game? Unbelievable show. I like a lot, a good amount so far. I like the graphics. The combat is simple, but it's just, I'm not expecting anything huge from the combat. Because it's a remake of the first game in the series. But I'm liking the graphics, I'm liking the atmosphere, I'm liking the music. I do appreciate the RPG mechanics. That I'm aware that they're pretty simple. But it's a remake of a really old and original JRPG, so what can be expected? We'll mute that game audio, and today we will begin with Changeling Forest. See you guys in a couple minutes. Sorry, I think that was really long. But I took my break and then came back and I was really cold, so now I am warming up. Okay. Back at it. We're on the second floor yet? No, we're about to be. It's very generous that they give you a map and that it's fully filled out. I want some more people in my party. Also, I feel very hesitant about the difficulty so far. I feel like they're being extremely generous at the start of this game. And I'm scared that we're gonna have a huge skill increase. Dodges nimbly. Okay. Is this the skill increase already? Let's just go ahead and use this. Oh, I have Sizz. I'm gonna heal first. And then we'll try sizzing. Oh, fuck. I hope I can still cast. 4 out of 10. He says the spell. No, I wanted to cast it again. Okay, it hits. Cool. I thought maybe he's like really easily dodges melee attacks, so I might have been screwed out of winning there. It did save. Do I have MP restore stuff? I don't think so. What are you doing here? I'm still holding on to those seeds, and I'm really thinking like, why wouldn't I just use those on my main character, but still, I'm gonna wait. Nonsense, I'm merely resting. Okay. What are you guys scared of? Don't dodge. Huge. Good dodge, good dodge. Yay. Is there even a party in this game? Surely, right? Let me look at the back of this real quick. There might be no party in this game. Is it just one character? And there's, so there's 2 games on this, cartridge. Dragon Quest 1 and 2. And it just shows one picture of each on the back of the case. And the picture of Dragon Quest 1 is still just the main character in a battle. And the picture of Dragon Quest 2 has the main character followed by 3 people. So I wonder if we literally don't have any party members in this first game. That'll be a little sad. It's sleeping. Oh. Blah, 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 blah. Snort, blah, 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 blah. Oh, sorry. Just like me to goo and fall asleep with my eyes wide open. I'm not a bad slime. Okay. It's a mini medal. An adventure you may come across shiny trinkets known as mini medals. These can be traded for all kinds of wonderful prizes with a certain someone who is maximally mad about amassing mini medals. Cool. Good alliteration. Medicinal herbs. Getting a lot of money. Oh. A spirit.
I have thee now.
Hmm. No. Kill it. Please kill it. Huge. Haven't leveled up in ages either. Can we see that? Let's do Misk. Status. Oh, experience to next level. 38. Go ahead and use a medicinal herb. See, this makes me feel like for sure you have a party. Because it says what's equipped to West. I don't know, man. Surely you have a party, right? Right? I really like these ruins. I'm actually a fan of these graphics. It's the Triforce. Ancient looking graves from the inscription is faint, but Wex can just about make it out. Do you want an answer to the party members' question? Sure. Have you played these, or do you just know, Show? I am Erdrick, heed me well, bearer of my blood, heir to my destiny. No party members, you just know? Why is it set up to make you think that there's party members? Then I guess I'll use my seeds. If you had reached the evil island visible from Tantagel's... I forget how that's pronounced. I think it's Tantagel, right? Your... Okay. Gather them, and you may yet cross to that accursed isle. Wait, I thought he just said go to that isle to get those items, but I guess get those items to go to that isle? 3 great sages. Gather the hollow triad and strike a blow. Okay. Oh! Grr, I hate the analog moving the dialogue along. At last we have found it, mighty Erdrick's grave, and on it his very own words. Let us see. I decay how it is in the original, but they probably did it like this in the remake. Tough consistency between 1 and 2, I guess. But there is, parties in 2, right? There are party members. Though the darkness grows strong, the light is ever stronger. Take courage in it and go forth. For this is the hero's greatest power, unwavering courage in the face of seemingly insurmountable hardship. Hi, Shoals. How are you doing? Are you in meetings? Consistency and user experience, you mean? What do you mean? As opposed to, like, completely... Like, say they created Dragon Quest 1 and this is how it was, and then in Dragon Quest 2 they added party members, and it was like globally everybody loved that party members in those new systems. Are you saying they wanted to be consistent in like recreating the original game? As opposed to like Well, we're gonna remake the game from the ground up anyway. Everybody liked the systems in 2, so why not just put those in the world of 1? Sort of thing. Yeah, good meetings, thank ya. Are you ready for New Vegas today? I'm actually ready for New Vegas today, though. So show... Oh yeah, show, you have to be there, though, don't you? The designated backseater. You better be ready. How's the game going? It's alright so far. I am ever so slightly bummed. I don't think... If the game is designed around it, it's fine, I'm sure. But, there's no party members in this game. It's just one character that you control in this turn-based game. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. It feels wrong. Courage, that is all it saith. No, I mean... They knew there was going to be party members in 2, so they probably just wanted UX to be the same. Oh. Actually, like, the user interface? I getcha. Yeah, probably easier to just create it in the exact same engine and use all the same stuff. There must be more, the location of a mighty sword, or the secret of a legendary magic. There's not. I just read it and it told me to go find those 3 things. So the ancient adage was not but a lie. You're not excited for New Vegas, Jackie? Why the short response, show? Are you not excited? Are you guys not excited for New Vegas? Does everyone have a 60 ready? So we can hold hands through the portal on Friday? Nope. It's okay, Shoals. I'm excited for New Vegas, and I'm ready for New Vegas. Are you ready for New Vegas? Perhaps not, after all. What enabled us to prevail thus far, if not courage? The Cowardly Dog! Starring Courage! The Cowardly Dog! Well, courage and just a little underhandedness. Forgive us in our desperation for the hero's power. We did not comport. What the hell does comport mean? Ourselves as we perhaps should have done. Please understand, 'tis the desire for vengeance that driveth us so. Our village was the fiends attacked, and precious little now remaineth. Jackie just wants wow. I thought I put an exclamation mark to show a little more enthusiasm, but I guess I didn't. I've actually been really enjoying New Vegas. I'm just too wild-pilled right now. I like the New Vegas streams a lot. I think they're very good to have in between the while. Yet it is as I feared. 'Tis not the place the likes of us to claim the might of heroes. Come, let us return home. But if the fiends are not stopped, their evil will engulf the world. Surely someone must stand against them as mighty Erdrick once did. By the way, did anybody here have a PSP or know of PSP games that were cool? Because I'd like to play PSP stuff, but I only have 3 Monster Hunter games, which are amazing, but I'd like to try out some non-Monster Hunter PSP games on my PSP. Bubble Slime seized, defeated. I was wondering if Shoals would have another guy should I play WoW instead moment today. That would be every day show. And be careful. Because I think... Well, actually today it wouldn't matter because it's maintenance day. My suggestion was never play WoW on Tuesday. Bullshit. PSP Sims Castaway. Is that actually like Sims, or is it kind of like a different experience? Because I had Sims 2 on Game Boy Advance, and that was like not a Sims game at all. It was a Sims game in that you had a house that you could put decorations in, but there was like a story that you were uncovering, and you had like jobs you could do. It's different, but I loved it. That sounds really cool, though. Not that I would dislike like a standard Sims game, but I'm more interested in a Sims game that's kind of less like The Sims. Play Rebuild of Evangelion. Is it Evangelion or Galleon? I never know. Third Impact. Third Impact? And I also play Herbs, Sims in the City. I did see that on PS2 all the time growing up, and I was like, I want this, but then I never had it. And I forgot it existed until just now. No. This is so stupid. Okay. So... Sims Castaway. Sims Castaway. Is it called Rebuild of Evan Gel instead of Gel? I'd say Gel instead of Del. Galleon, Jellion. You're just writing the word, though? IDK if you plan on streaming WoW on Thursday, Shoals, but it will be down due to TBC launch, then the server's dying. How long? I'm planning to no life today and Thursday to make it to 58 plus. Are you serious, Jackie? Most likely. Oh, I'm not streaming Thursday anyway. Yeah. But how long? IDK if they have said yet. I'm staying up till midnight when it releases for me. I've never been, I don't know how to say the opposite, so I'll say I've always been let down by playing online games on launch. They never work. They always are broken. And if you do get in, the server, like none of your friends are on anyway. So it just, I don't know. I hate launches on online games. Rebuild of Evangelion, second. How do you even pronounce that? Thirdend Impact is an Evangelion rhythm game? Developed by Suda51? What the frick? Why no Thursday? Check the schedule. Yeah, it's going to be chaotic and broken, and that's fun. That's what you think is fun? You like sitting in a queue that takes 6 hours for you to get in the world, and then you get in the world and it's laggy, and there's so many players that you can't quest or do anything. And not to mention it's TBC. So everybody's just going to be killing each other. And then you get lagged out and you have to go back into the 6-hour queue. I didn't care about launch either for the same reason. This guy doesn't check schedule. You are here now. Why can't you tell me? Jackie, are you making Shoals do more work? You bastard. This unemployment is getting to you. Then the whole Friday off. Why wouldn't you just like, well, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's like a lot of people are interested in watching launches anyway, aren't they? Especially if you can't get in, you're just like watching streamers who are playing, hating that they're in and you're not. TBC out Friday. I think Thursday, right? Or is it Thursday at midnight, so it would be Friday? With every WoW launch, just expect to not be able to play the first day. Maybe not the queue, but I have a secret tech I hope might work here that I use for anniversary release and OnlyFans too. Are you willing to share your secret tech? Wanka. Zero icon Persephone cult leader yesterday at 7:24 a.m. No stream this Thursday as Shadow needs his 3M checkup for Med Sawi. Where was this even posted? I don't see that anywhere. Oh my god. Use your eyeballs, Jekyll. I know you can't read, but, you know. It's literally in the schedule that 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 everyone just said to check. Oh dear. If it allows you to be logged in as far as the realm list goes and you can see the server names, you should frequently exit that list and press reconnect. If it allows you to be logged in as far as the realm list goes and you can see server names. So just kind of spam exit the list and go to reconnect button, then reconnect and do that often. Okay. That does that like avoid the queues you're saying? Or just like maybe thinking there are no queues, just being disconnected frequently? Well, you'd be in first. Oh, you mean when it's fucking like loading? Jesus. Like when it's just absolutely fresh. That's crazy. Yeah, good luck with that. That's crazy. So that worked with OnlyFans and what did you say the other anniversary release? I mean, I think it should work for this one too then. By the way, let's continue. Esco. Let me just look up this rhythm game. Not gonna lie, recommending an anime rhythm game to something that I've not even seen. I don't know if that'll be the play, but it's because it's developed by Suda51 that I'm like, huh? Second Impact. How to pronounce third and... Looked it up and it is indeed Sando. Because that's Japanese. Sounds like third represents the position after second. For the Japanese math rock band 3ND, it is often pronounced as Sando. So, Evangelion, Sando Impact. Interesting. You haven't seen Evangelion? No. I like when you said second. Sunder from World of Warcraft? Oh, Sando. Sandal. Sandal. By the way, what did you call this? Piss, piss, piss. So is it called a rebuild of Evangelion? Rebuild of Evangelion. Oh my god. Wait, what? It says Sound Impact. Instead of Sando. Instead of second. One of the only other noteworthy PSP games I know of is Third Birthday. Did people like that? Because that's something I would play. I own the other two Parasite Eves, but I've heard Third Birthday shit. Oh, I thought you were talking about my favorite warrior ability. My bad. Sunder Armor is your favorite warrior ability? What the? Absolutely, Pontus. Because if you sunder, you're helping the group. I think it's hilarious how nobody sundered in OnlyFans. I mean, I think people like Parasite Eve hate it. Gotcha. I like knowing about things that people hate for, like, stuff that I haven't played, because I would probably not hate it because it's so hated. Like, the fact that everyone sets the expectations so low, I would easily... like, meet that expectation, you know? Rebuild of Evangelion. Sound Impact. Just There's another game I wonder if you guys have heard of. It's like a Joan of Arc or something like that. Or there's Joan of Arc is like a subtitle for it. That is on the PSP. I feel like that's like a tactical RPG. Rebuild. I can't find a freaking Wikipedia. Is it in English, by the way? PC and console games. PlayStation. Oh, it's just PSP. Neon Genesis Evangelion Girlfriend of Steel. That's crazy. I think this might be Japanese though only, isn't it? It doesn't even have a Wikipedia page, which generally means it's super free. What a poll, by the way, show. How do you know about this? Oh, the level 5 game, Jeanne d'Arc. Is that a level 5 game? Doesn't have its own wiki page. Oh, you're a contrarian? No. Okay, Pontus is a parse freak who doesn't sunder confirmed loot ban this guy. But yeah, in terms of games, like if people hype up games too much, it's generally makes me, I mean, even outside of games, but just speaking specifically on games, the more people hype up stuff, the less I enjoy it. It's mostly just down to the fact how people talk about things. But like everyone hates Devil May Cry 2, and I can feel how like gross the gameplay feels, but I'm still excited to play it, and I can't wait to do a full playthrough of it and things of that nature. And that happens a lot in these older series where people just hate one of the games. Part of it is covered in moss. He brushes away the moss and finds a further inscription. Blood of my blood, child of my children, seek out the sphere of light, by whose power the darkness might be banished and the fiends repelled. I have entrusted it to the care of the king of Tantagel. Why didn't he give it to us? Join forces with whomever of his line now sits upon the throne. Oh, it's a different king. Like it's an older king. The world will be plunged into darkness. Treasure it, for it shall be your salvation. So we leave. Ponder. Your objective has been updated. Learn what you can about the strange voice. How so? World map. Oh dear. I'm assuming this is like a shorter experience. Still maybe like 20 hours, maybe? I don't know. But, wait, what? The chest is back? Is this a mimic? Okay. Do you like Metal Gear? I've never played Metal Gear Solid. I want to play all of Metal Gear Solid. But I want to play Peace Walker. Because I still don't really understand how this is the case. But people say Peace Walker is similar to Monster Hunter. And I think it has to be down to like maybe Peace Walker's mission based. And the missions are done in like 10 to 15 minute increments maybe. So it kind of feels similar to like the gameplay loop of Monster Hunter, but also there's like a Monster Hunter tie-in. Probably shouldn't start with Portable Ops or Metal Gear Acid then. I've never even heard of those. There's Monster Hunter missions, yeah. I think I could have done without the Monster Hunter missions, but it, you know, it exists, so It do be what it be. I want to play Daxter. I do own their PS2. They made PSP games, which pissed me off, of a bunch of popular PS2 franchises. And then they ported a few of those games to PS2. And I own 3 of them. I think I own every PSP port on PS2. At least that I know of, which is Secret Agent Clank, Jak and Daxter Frontiers, or whatever, and something else. What is it? A Ratchet and Clank game. But I would also want all those originally on PSP as well. And then I want to play Daxter, which was never ported, and that was the one I wanted to play the most. One moment. Sorry about that. I really have to figure out my chord situation after this stream. Portable Ops was like the precursor to Peace Walker. Acid is a card-based strategy game? Interesting. Are you big into Pokemon, or have you played Pokemon at all, Show? Huge. Dun 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 dun. Hell yeah. Played it, but was never big into any of them. I have, or I don't think I still have it, but I had some Pokemon the card game for Game Boy, and I hated it, and I didn't know how to play it, so that always made me hate the card game. But that's what saying there's a Metal Gear card game made me think of. He likes Metal Gear Acid. Story was weird, but I liked the gameplay. Is it all Kojima? Is Kojima all of Metal Gear? Surely, right? Except, Survive or whatever the hell that was. Lunatic? Let's kill... Oh, that's cute. Lunatic. Because it's a tick. But it's like a... Yeah. Yeah, Acid isn't canon, though. I will say, I didn't know that game existed, and that's kind of interesting. I didn't have too much interest in playing the original Metal Gears. I just wanted to start with Metal Gear Solid and play through that series. But I would definitely be open to playing other games in that series. But I'm actually really excited to play Metal Gear Solid, because I think it's so crazy that a lot of people love it just because it's like so wacky. But I think because I enjoyed... Oops. God damn it, I don't care. I'll keep it, whatever. That is kind of a cool mechanic, but I hate that I keep accidentally triggering it. I'm actually gonna turn off run because I keep accidentally hitting it, and there's no whatever telling me that I'm running. So I just feel like I'm moving really fast, and then I'm like, oh, I'm actually running. Okay. How do I leave? Solid is pretty damn good. All of them, really. I hear, everybody loves Metal Gear Solid 1, from what I can tell. And then basically, after Metal Gear Solid 1 it seems like everyone either falls into liking 2 or 3 as their favorite. And if you like 3, you hate 2, and if you like 2, you're probably a weeb. And yeah. But for me, I think I only have one Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PlayStation. And I do have Metal Gear 2 Substance on the Xbox. How do I open the map? And I have that on the Xbox because I didn't know Metal Gear Substance was a thing, and I thought maybe it was an Xbox exclusive version, and then I looked it up and I don't think it is. I think Metal Gear Substance is on PS2. So now I'm like, well damn. Do I just continue getting them on Xbox, or should I get it on PS2? But then I also own the, I forget what it's called, maybe like the Legacy Collection on PS3, so I technically have all of the games in the HD collection. But I don't have 5. Ooh, that has Snake skateboarding minigame. I like the Legacy Collection, but it kind of pissed me off because there's a lot of codes and there's like VR missions, so I'm kind of confused because I'm pretty sure I did not redeem and download those codes because they were already used. So I'm hoping that VR missions were just a part of Metal Gear Solid 1, and anything that was like a downloadable code on that Legacy Collection is just in the other games, like the actual games. But I don't know if that's true. They were a separate thing. Like you would go to the store and you would purchase Metal Gear Solid, and then there would be another thing, another game called Metal Gear Solid VR Missions. Damn. What the hell? I don't know what I have then. But it kind of blows. Yeah, but my collector, the collector in me, I'm gonna die. I could probably just kill him. I love the VR missions, but they play better as a portable game. What do you mean portable game? Like a standalone experience, you're saying? As opposed to like playing it on the PSP, I don't know. Okay, good thing I didn't like try to attack, because he would have killed me. Prestidigitator. 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 The prestigitators. The prestidigitate. The prestidigitate. The prestidigitators are defeated. That's fair, I could see that. Well, they were PS Classic, so you could have played them on PS Vita. But I could not have captured them from PS Vita. I was actually, for a long time, was looking to get a PS TV. So that I could have video output from PS Vita games. And to my knowledge, the PS TV can play, I don't know, to pull a number on it, but like 5% of PS Vita cartridges. I think they're cartridges, right? But apparently you can easily soft mod your PS TV to allow them to play like 99% of things. But once I heard that like the PS TV doesn't have the actual same functionality as PS Vita, I was like, nah, I don't think I'm super interested. Ba-da-da-dum-bum-bum-bum. I think 10 minutes until the next Habibi. Oh dear, we got lots of encounters. And maybe PSP. Can you play PS1 games on PSP, or is that just PS Minis? I don't remember. I know for certain there's a lot of PS Classics on PS3. But I don't think you can access the store anymore, so... you'd have to do some shenanigans. Which I don't want to do. I'm not opposed to eventually, like, modding consoles. One thing I want to do is kind of mod a 3DS to do that one 3DS thing that has all of the Nintendo eShop games available to you. But, I want an actual modded 3DS that I can video output on. I'm gonna die. Oh, thank God. That was really lucky. I should have died there. Gotta put some more herbs in my pouch. That was how I played Persona 2. I don't know if I purchased Persona 2. When the PSN was closing, I kind of, panic bought a few digital games that I knew were really expensive physically, just in case I never got around to purchasing them. But I don't know if I purchased a Persona or not. I feel like I did. But I know for certain I got Alundra, and I think I got, not Mega Man Adventures, is that what it's called, the PS1 game? But I got the second one to that, or potentially Tron Bonne, which I think is a third game. So we go to a bridge. You can just walk over them mountains. A group of rats go... I should go back to town, shouldn't I, actually? Damn, one hit KOs on the rat skulls. What? He better not have a turn. Okay, we're gonna go fast. Damn. Doesn't even one hit KO anymore. What? Well, at least you killed it, I guess, but why didn't you attack the one I wanted you to attack? That's crazy. I think they have 18 HP, and I just did 17 HP on one of them. Okay, so that's an actual, like, town. That kind of looks like that could potentially be towns. So I'm wondering if I should skip going all the way back. Wow, that literally is the end of the game, isn't it? And it's right next to where you start. I think I'm gonna go straight down to this forest, see if this is like an inn or something. What is this? Oh. Sizz. Ooh, that's nasty. I might die here because I forgot to... Let's leave. Lee. Huge. Okay, let's put some herbs. Use that. 29. Seed of luck. Use that. Nice. That was a lot. Okay. Oh, I had a couple, I guess. Oh. I'm just gonna click this. Well, let's do this secret real quick. Leather suit, leather shield. Huge. I can't believe boxer shorts are the strongest thing that I have. So let's see how this Chimera wing works. Oh. It's just a consumable to go all the way back. Well, Since we're here, let's just go ahead and explore this square on the map. Where is it though? Over here. Rat skulls. Nice. Nice. Okay, okay. Snooze and flame smash slash. Oh, what is this? Staying the night at an inn will fully restore your HP and MP. If you find yourself the worse for wear after a bruising battle, head to the nearest inn to relax. You can record your progress and adventure log by praying in a church. Okay. The game does autosave all on its own as well, however these files are overwritten often. Just remember, FASFA, fearless adventurers save frequently. Is that true? This will heal me. Yes. Rest well, friend. No. Like, also, is there a day-night cycle? I feel like it was just night. You confess to save. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, sure. Does that mean to continue on thine adventure at this point? Yes. I'm gonna pause it here, go and break a little bit early, and I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Listen to Hollow Knight. Hello. I will go a little bit longer here. I don't know if I'll go a full hour, but at most I will go 1 more hour. But I'm going to end here soon. I feel really weird. I don't know if I'm having like a bowel movement incoming or what, but feel a bit out of sorts in my body. Not a fan. Yeah, so I can't find the rebuild of Evangelion as like a game, so I don't know if it is it like outside of Japan. Rebuild of Evangelion PSP. Japanese import. Which I can play, but obviously, like, is it in English? Thanks for sharing that with the class. Pull me out a lurk for that. Are you guys upset? Get out of here. I honestly felt like I would get more gold. So keep hitting the mic, dude. I thought I would have more gold than this. Because it was locked. You don't get any gold from monsters, but excuse me. The chests when I would get gold would be like 100 gold, 300 gold. I mean, if you haven't seen the show, it'd be kind of weird anyways. It's something I'd like to watch someday. I definitely know everybody speaks of it as a as an experience, I suppose. Can everyone die quietly? I also don't feel well today. Now I'm laughing. The hell, Shoals? Shoals, do you think you're quiet when you're sick and things? A signpost. Call. Quagmire Cave. I'm assuming we can't walk over those mountains, so I guess those weren't mountains back there, those were just dunes, desert dunes. Sure. We're fighting Jackies. We're killing Jackies, actually. Like Family Guy? Exactly. I really like all the animations and effects and stuff. I know, I'm fairly certain there were just so many restraints on hardware that probably a lot of Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games and stuff of that nature couldn't, like, physically fit all of that information on their cartridge. But when Pokemon started adding, like, oops, God. I keep hitting you guys, but it's because you're annoying me, so I have to keep you in check. When Pokemon added, like, battle animations, I thought that was the coolest thing ever, and I hated how they would have, like, gold and silver version, and then crystal version would come out and have animations, and gold and silver version wouldn't have animations. Zaylin, fa la la, foldy roll roll. Dying sun, the gloomies glow, long lost, the home once I did know. And thou art? I'm artistic. What? And admire my work? Yes, that's me. A fellow obsessed. Zaylin, descendant of Galen, he of the golden voice. He of fair eyes. Storied bard of legend. Okay. if you say so. Uninspired. Okay. Is this the place I'm after right now, or is it one of like the 3 objects? Oh, okay. That thou art come here to this place doth surely signify that thou art a man well travelled, good wet. Shouldst thou happen across such a place on thy travels, pray inform me of it. Yes, sir. I think. My wanderings, too, take me hither and yon, our paths will surely cross again. Adieu. See you. Finally finished this assignment, been working on it since 9 PM last night. Huge. Massive. Pretty house, except for the fact that it's destroyed. But I really like overgrown things. It's just, if stuff is overgrown in real life, it's probably like really unsafe. Let's use the seed of strength immediately. Nice. The birds fly away. A mini medal. There's a bunch of cats over there. I like this tree. Oh! The cat is sleeping peacefully and looks rather contented. Okie doke. Onward. Capital A. Hello, Dangus. Are you alright? Secret. A seed of wisdom and a seed of luck? Help Ribby is forcing me to work out and I might die. Are you at Ribby's, or is she just like telling you to go work out? And stop being a bitch. Heal slime? Oh no. Is it gonna heal? It did heal. Holy crap. Let's kill the Draki. So do I have to kill you in one hit? Like, how does this work? You're at your own place, but I fear her. Well, is that any different from any other woman? I don't, like, get over it, you know what I'm saying? What the? What? I do 20 damage. That doesn't kill it in one hit. It heals for 38. So if I were able to attack twice, I would only get 2 damage in, if that was even possible, which it wasn't. And then I do a flame slash for 12 damage, and it kills it in one hit. Explain to me what happened. How's the game? Game is alright. I'm dying though. I think my throat's getting bad from all the talking. I'm not gonna play for too much longer here. Potentially just get to this area hither. Oh, wait a minute. We're going on an adventure. I thought I was just going right up there, but see, the mountains block it off. So I'll have to go down to this bridge and all the way up here. And why would I get this secret here and not go to this village? So I probably won't get to that next objective today. Honestly, I'm not gonna turn off the objectives being shown, but I don't know how necessary they are. The secrets probably are necessary just because I don't want to waste my time like looking for the rocks poking out of trees. Oh, Jesus. That's a gross looking dog. The Putrefido. Wow. I hope he dies. Holy crap. We got pretty low. But I even played Final Fantasy IV, which I played Final Fantasy IV on the PlayStation 1 as a child and as a kid, and obviously was way too stupid to understand anything about anything. But then I played it as an adult and I was like, you know what? It's actually not too hard to figure out where to go in this game. Knowest the way to Remolder? No. Allow me to land. Cross the southerly bridge and follow the coast eastwards. Ere long, they'll reach a cave surrounded by swampland. Make the way through said cave, and after emerging on the other side, continue southwards still. There you'll find the town of Remolder. Okay. Thanks, buddy. Fires of holy water. A pouch of musk? Was that like someone's sweat? 308 gold coins. It's a thorn whip. Ooh, it's that kind of game. Wow, it is stronger. Okie dokie. This thorny thong can hit a whole bunch of baddies at once? Who wrote this? No wonder John likes these games. They attack in large groups. Yep. Cool. Zounds! Is there anything else here? You know what this game needs? Fishing. Are you playing this because of John? He's big into Dragon Quest, and I've been interested in playing all these remakes for quite a while because I've never gotten into the series. And everything went on sale last year, so I bought some stuff. I've played like random games in the Dragon Quest series. Oh! Does this hit multiple things? Cool. Ba-da-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Where's my status? Experience the next level 129. What wouldn't this man do for Yawn? Frickin' Yawn is great game case. Oh, it's a scene. Shh. Do you like Dragon Quest, Dangus, or have you never played it? Also, again, if people would like to recommend games that aren't like $60, I would look into buying like retro games to stream them.
The detachment dispatched in search of Princess Gwaelin is no more, but she was seen.
Not Hotline Miami, and probably not PC games.
Away
I mean, I'm sure that's on other consoles at this point, though.
I fear I can endure no longer.
Half-Life 2, I own. I bought a, oh no, I bought Half-Life 1, so I would play that one first, but,
But what is this? This man is a soldier of Tantagel.
are you gonna think I killed him?
He hath breathed his last. His wounds are truly terrible to behold.
Is this thy doing?
A message, thou sayest. The princess was taken across the swampland south of Kol.
But we're going north, aren't we? Are there about to be like 2 objectives going on at
Then
once?
we must go after her with all haste. Come, what are we waiting for?
But the party sent in search of the princess was comprised of our finest soldiers. Surely we will simply meet the same fate.
If thou art afraid, then away with thee homeward, coward. I will go to the princess's rescue, though I go entirely alone.
We cannot allow our comrades' deaths to have been in vain. We shall make for the swampland. You will remain here and see that this man is granted the burial he deserveth. Hie you thence to the castle and report on all that hath occurred here.
Actually, we'll check right now, Jackie. I potentially might have a Mafia game on Xbox. It might be Mafia 1, if I'm telling the truth.
I prithee, keep thy counsel.
Keep thy counsel.
I understand that His Majesty had tasked thee with learning more of the hero of legend. I wish thee luck in thy quest.
So what, you guys aren't gonna make me go help you find the princess? Do you not give a frick about the princess?
Captain, canst thou continue?
Do not fret on my account. We have work to do. Come.
I don't know why I have Mafia 1 on the Xbox, but I have Mafia 1 on the Xbox. Mafia 2 is much better, but 1 is still good. I would play... That's one of the things where I would play things in order. I mean, I'd like to play everything in order for the most part. Games, even if, like, Mafia 1 and 2 aren't attached narratively, I would prefer to play those chronologically. Because I feel like you might play a more... like a better experience of the same sort of game, so then going back and playing Mafia 1, which I'd like to do regardless, would just feel worse. Mafia 3 is bad in my opinion, should be skipped. I own that, and the reason I didn't play it is because I couldn't run it. But I'm actually curious. I think ideally, like in a perfect world, I would have Xbox and PS2 copies of games, but while that's super expensive. Oh, is this Poison Swamp? Okay, so I need some poison booties or something. Are you gonna like... Yeah. Well, he's dead. Do I risk it? I think so. Nice. Anyway, now I'm thinking like the Xbox is powerful, more powerful than the PS2, right? So anything that's cross-platform between the two, I would kind of research, is there any like issues with the PS2 version versus the Xbox version? And is the Xbox version actually like running better in any way? Let's do a heal. So I guess I'll just skip the swamp. I'll be honest, even though that was voiced, I didn't pay attention to any of that voiced cutscene. It's a good Bane, but it has 0 Mafia vibes. What are Mafia vibes to you? Copper sword, Wayfarer's clothes, pouch of mask. If it's original Xbox, it's Mafia 1E. No, I have not played Half-Life, by the way. I have not played Half-Life 1, but I did see a Lego recreation stop motion of Half-Life 1. And I've seen a bit of Half-Life 2, and I've played a couple hours of Half-Life 2, but I've never finished it, and I've never played episodes 1 and 2. But I own the orange box, because I wouldn't want to play... I'm sure they run fine on PC, but I'm just so against PC at this point. I have the orange box on 360, and for curiosity's sake, I want to buy Half-Life 2 on the original Xbox. Because it runs like shit, but it's like consistent and it works. So it's just like lower quality and lower FPS, but it runs like fine. It's not broken. Oops. Well, okay, I guess I wanted to commit that. But I have Half-Life 1 on Xbox. So I would like to play that on stream someday, and then Half-Life 2. Mafia 3 is the only good Mafia game. I mean, it'd be way better game without the fuck ton of required filler content, but I love everything else about it. Let's go investigate what this city is. Mafia vibes are like Italian dudes doing gangster stuff in suits. Bag of laughs. Wait, my whip isn't attacking everybody also, what? Damn it. Am I about to die? I think so. We're gonna do heal. Then we're gonna do sizzle, or sizz. Old Country is also good. Did you try Old Country, Jackie? Mafia 2 is 100% recommended just for the soundtrack and driving around snowy Chicago for the start of the game. Vibes are so immaculate. That sounds a bit cozy. Did it say does a weird... Oh, maybe like a weird dance? Is the bag of laughs just not affected? I don't understand why he's not being hit. And how come my thorn whip hit 2 enemies last time, but now it's not? Decelerate. Okay. That's great. Dude, I hate the bag of tricks. Bag of laughs. Ugh. No! He defends? This is not good. Kabuff. Oh my god, I'm gonna do like 1 damage. He did it twice? Oh, okay, cool. Jackie, have you ever seen Nirvana the band show? The show? What? Just guys being dudes. No, not yet. I'm waiting for a sale. Hello again. Hello, Monty. Monty. No, I don't really watch TV shows anymore. I do not remember any bag of laughs in the original. Are you kidding me? This is fake? This isn't even authentic? Takes no damage? Is that because I missed? I wasn't looking. Okay. You feeling better yet? Yeah, a little bit. Hello, Howard. Welcome, welcome. Feeling much better than yesterday, at least. Stop this. What is the bag of laughs doing? Okay? Who's laughing? Not me. I'm not. Six damage? I mean, 6 NP. Is it a fucking movie? Oh. I couldn't cast spells, apparently. You certainly sound better? That's what everybody's saying. To me, I sound the same, but I guess not. I mean, I don't know what you guys mean. Basically, today I'm not rubbing my eyes all throughout stream and, like, pausing to not die. Like, cry, basically, but I think my voice sounds the same. It's just I'm doing far less actions. You do sound better, to be fair. Well, Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie is coming out soon. They're Ontarian. You're from Manitoba, so that doesn't interest me. Jackie, I thought you were in an unlocked house in Ontario. Oh. I'm not even paying attention. I don't know if I'm doing damage and he's like healing it fully. I feel like I'm just missing him. Is this a game where spells are like a... Well, it doesn't matter. I was gonna say, our spells like 100% chance to hit. Oh my god. Is there anything I can do right now? Oh, it's just... Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Yeah, so did I. Jackie, is he lying again? Keep saying I'm doxing myself. I try not to and I still get in trouble. Dragon West 1-1. Heck yeah. 1-1, Seb. Oh my god, I did it. Well, that... Oh, damn. I think I might see what... Well, one, the secret is. And then two, I'll go to, this town-looking thing that's up in the mountains. And then I think I'll call it there. My humble hometown of Call hath two things of which we are rightly proud. Hot springs. He insisteth upon advertising his smithy. Okay. So a smithy and... Oh. A smithy and hot springs. A fellowship. And my axe. Last call of the day. Bye, Shoals. Good luck in your last call. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. He did claim to have neither... Oh, were you talking? Rumor. Hero of Legend gifted him to a blade from a faraway land. Okay, gotcha. Cool. The thing is fixed, so I go back now. Oh, bye, Manny. Lying is Jackie's natural form. That's awesome. You all look cute today, and Jackie's also here. Lying is awesome, and tomorrow's my birthday. To be fair, you did say that tomorrow was your birthday yesterday. Like, you said that today was your birthday, but you also said the next day was your birthday. So I was like, is the next day really Show's birthday then? Are you kidding me? This is a secret? There's no, like, items? It's just dudes talking? That's the secret? About a blacksmith in a village? So is this call? Sorry, I've got a call. Oh, that is a lot of enemies. I remember these guys from monsters. Iller, Pillar, and a Crabbed. So why is my whip not attacking multiple people anymore? Okay, well. This is gonna be really risky. But what is life if not... if you don't gamba? There you go. He defends. He's Pusio. Okay. I do need to heal that. Miss? What do you mean, miss? Let's go. Think I should just boost the palette at this point on level 35. Why would you boost it, Jackie? That would be two full-priced, well, not anymore, but somewhat full-priced new games that you could have purchased. Instead, you would be buying 2 level 60s in WoW. Surprised you got to 35 in a week. That is pretty insane. Simply play the game 3 days straight. Esco, how many boosts have you purchased, might I ask? And, follow-up question, how many level 60s, or indeed, how many level 50 plus characters do you have? 0 boosts. That's insane. It's a horse. He snorted at me. Pot. A vial of unsealant? Okie dokie. Benediction, divination, wise and benevolent voice, 20 experience points. Okay. Is that necessary? Okay, so that's if I'm like poisoned maybe. Oh, cursed and poisoned. Okay. Let's confess. Don't ask me that. Why not? How many do you have? Continue. Yeah, we're gonna walk around town a little bit. What is this, is this an inn? I journey in search of a sword of legend. Alas, it is not to be found here in Gaul, though the aged smith did tell me of a rare sword to be found in the town of Cantlin. Perhaps I might journey there next. World map. Yeah, I honestly feel like this has the potential to be a very short game, which I would be totally fine with if that's the case. I'm trying to look at the map now to see how we're going to navigate stuff. I think we're going to go all the way up to where that circle is, that objective. Potentially go back down to the swamp, the top right here. And then we'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll acquire something that'll allow me to move through the poison stuff. So after we get the princess at the bottom of this place, we'll go back across the bridge over to the left. We'll go to the... Can I have a cursor? No, no cursor. We'll cross over these mountains. So below the place that we already just explored. And then we'll cross through that new poison swamp. Go all the way back around to this bridge at the left side of the map. Everybody following? 3 on our TBC server. That's huge, Esco. Well done, lad. Strong, sinewed arms have worked the forger for many years and more. But what is this? Is this an inn? Are you actually playing guitar? Also, wasn't your last message a lurk? Or no? I guess you could have been here, yeah. I'll be playing the Warlock for the next 2 to 3 weeks. IDK when I'll get back to the Pally. What? I could have sworn I said something. You did say something, but you weren't like speaking for a bit, so I didn't assume you had gone, but you saying you lurked, I was like, wait a minute, weren't you also? Seems like stuff is going on upstairs. I want to look for a smithy though, because I want to stop. And I don't want to like do all the quest stuff right now. That's locked. There's a well. There's a kid. That's a gorgeous looking house. And a dog! Woof, woof, woof. Actually, I did save there, so I'll just leave it. There's a wizard. Or witch, potentially. That's Dragon Quest 1 HD-2D Remake. I liked this. I would continue this on stream. Again, it's not something I'm going to continue immediately. Same with SMT5, but both of those games so far I have enjoyed. So I don't know why I wouldn't continue them in the future. I'm quite happy with those. The thing is, I do have a few, like quite a few Switch games, but to me, I look at the collection, I'm like, that seems really small. But I've been enjoying trying all these games that I've purchased and never played. So I think I will continue doing that for a time. That said, I do feel a lot better today, so Lunacid will probably start up soon. And I'll do hopefully at least one stream of that a week until that's finished. As my next, like, actual series game. Let's cut this off. And let's go here. And let's play this. And let's bump it down. Are you going to play the prequel after that? Prequel of what? What was I just talking about? Of Lunacid? What's the prequel? As in, like, the prequel series? Or is there an actual game that's a prequel? Or is that the free DLC thing? I don't know about that. My friend gifted me Lunacid, and he's interested in me playing that. But he said he didn't like the with no mouse look. Interesting. I mean, I'd check it out eventually, not like immediately after. Thanks for stream. Thanks everyone for hanging. We're gonna raid Pontus, our guild leader, but I'm gonna catch up and yap a little bit just for a minute. Chris Warner said something, but I have known to lie. That's true. Here the love lurk got a vibe code. He did say something after that lurk though, but yeah, he did lurk. I'm just gonna do one character for a long while. Probably the mage, right, Eska? Same Esko. TBC is like 30 to 40 hours just to get a 70. He in fact even continues any game but Monster Hunter on stream. The fuck are you talking about? Thanks for stream, feel better. Thank you. Oh, doesn't. I mean, I have a day dedicated to Monster Hunter, and man, I just can't get enough shit from that, huh, guys? We're gonna have to grind Heroic Dungeons too. Yeah, and I'm gonna take it slow on the Mage too, and check out everything I can. It's probably gonna be a long while when I run out of things to do. It sounds like everybody's gonna get into some faction grinding, some rep grinding. Outer Worlds? That is something that I need to play. And Shoals is interested in me playing that as well, so I need to make that pretty available, but I don't think I'll do that soon, probably. Of course, how else am I gonna get good gear? Lun mushrooms? I know I'm saying we should do it together. I'm gonna yoink all your fire gear and all your arcane gear. Feel better? Thanks, Siggy. Outer Worlds or Outer Wilds? Oh, Outer Wilds. No, why did you say Outer Worlds, Dingus? Did I talk about something? Slut Mog? What the hell is going on right now? I was mentioning Outer Wilds show. Good call there. I am interested in Outer Worlds as well, but again, that's like... I'm not going to pay full price for either of the Outer Worlds. It's not something that's super huge on my radar either. But Outer Wilds is what I was referring to. Outer Wilds 2, Dengue stop. Plus I need a mage because Warlock is the best AoE damage. TBC, there's a mage in the group. I'm gonna yoink that too. Need it for my slump mug. Okay. I'm all caught up. Haha, you guys lose. Thanks for hanging, everybody. Have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday. Pontus is streaming. Oh my god, he's not streaming World of Warcraft. Just kidding, he's streaming World of Warcraft. I'm gonna drop you guys off there and I'll lurk a bit until some New Vegas time happens. And then it'll be New Vegas Tuesdays. Let's do raid. Pontus XP. Shit. You got me there for a second. I think he's trying to grind to 58 on his hardcore character, so good luck to him. He's got 2 days. He's got 2 streams, rather, to hit 58, so good luck there. Message Luban Jackiel. Sounds good. Have a good rest of your Tuesday. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I had a lot of fun today. I don't think this game was like amazing, but I think it was really good because I yapped a ton and the game was so inoffensive to me. I'd definitely be excited to play more of this in the future. I think I might try and stream WoW tomorrow, but I had a lot of issues last week with everything to do with that stream. So if there's any issues, I might just call it and not stream when I do WoWs. But hopefully I can figure it out. Yeah, I think that's all for me. Bye guys. Thanks again. Thanks again. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.